motivation. Motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
Stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like the Mela ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for them to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against it all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should have changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I pride when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. It's like they don't wanna see me win, that's cool. Yeah, man, I got this in the bag like school. You're trying to rock the boat, but the ride's too smooth. Cause I'm trying to bid the go, and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news, and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tide goes snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a mile in my shoes. Yeah, I'ma smile all the way to the dubs. Cause what's an extra mile if you come from the muds? I'm a wild out, watch me ramp it.
What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud.
This bout is scheduled.
One of the hottest tickets around. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. He misses with that jab. He just misses with that jab. As the great Phil Collins once sang, I can feel it in the air tonight. What a buzz.
You just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That punch landed. Caught him with a left hook. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This one could go either way. Every round is so important.
so important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge this right. He's got to do his job right.
Which fighter's going to get caught first? How did he absorb that hook? There's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. And he fails to score with that left hook. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. Blocks the jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This fight is closer than 2 pages and a book, Johnny.
That was super tight. I dread being a judge.
Who's going to be the first one to get clipped? Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Caught him with that power punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Just missed with that left jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
Going to be the first one to get clipped. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around? At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Nope, that hook won't score. Got out of the way, that right hook. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
That's another scoring shot. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Not much to write home about in that round, huh, Johnny?
You've got to see what's in front of you. Don't pressure them. Let them take it at their own pace.
Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. You've got to do it. You're smart. You're well ordered out, but you're still running your power shot.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Neither man really defending themselves. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nope, that hook won't score. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny?
That was super tight.
Who's going to be the first one to get buzzed? He misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He blocks the right uppercut. He missed with that jab. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea.
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge this right. He's got to do his job right.
Be smart, change your angle.
Who will be buzzed first? Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nope, that hook won't score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. They both want the knockout. Perfect punch. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny?
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. There's a scoring blow. That punch landed. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This one could go either way. Every round is so important.
That was super tight. I dread being a judge.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Big swing and a miss with the hook. Missed him with that uppercut. It's all offense all the time. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Hey, those punches add up. And he misses with that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout.
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge this right. He's got to do his job right.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. And he misses with the left uppercut. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
He parries away that left hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He didn't take that jab well at all. Nice hook. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's gone. Just keep on top of him. Go and get back.
He's going to be the first one to get rocked. That jab doesn't score. Neither man really defending themselves. Nice punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Hit him with a left jab. Oh, that punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea.
That was super tight. I dread being a judge.
The right hand beautiful. That's it. Over him, he's ready to go now. Jump all over him. Mix it up.
Who will be buzzed first? There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think him. You just gotta be smarter than him. You gotta be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Just misses with that uppercut. Nice hook there. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
These two are the perfect dance partners. Nice exchange here from both men. Quick punch scores. correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.